speaking from a very narrow-minded place. It wasn't the right opinion. It wasn't even my real opinion. It was what I was saying in the moment to stoop low in a low conversation.
Putting that out on Twitter is going to cause trouble. I know that logically in this head. I know that's stupid, but I did it anyway. And it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a mistake that I put that on fucking Twitter. No, sir, it wasn't. That was my depression pulling me out of a positive moment of my life at that very moment.
The only thing, okay? Am I scared of Pokey's feet? I'm not scared of Pokey's feet. I just don't want to argue with her, jumping on like the f***ing bandwagon. I already know that if we were to argue, she would agree 100% with my point, okay? She's just jumping on the drama so that she can get her 2 cents in because it always looks good to tell other streamers to f*** off when they talk about subs. But that's easy for Pokey to say because she makes millions of dollars a year doing it, okay? It's super easy. There's no reason to argue against that, okay? Okay. All right, here we go. Run it down. Where are people going to have the problems, all right? The average 18-plus viewer on Twitch is going to have more disposable income than the average American. We know this is true, okay? Number one. Number two, $5 a month, it's not really that much money for the average viewer. It's not. That's just true. We know that. You can't disagree with either of these, okay? Number three, right? The average viewer is not negatively impacted by a $5 a month contribution. We know that as well, okay? That's easy, okay? Conclusion, I can't afford it. It's not a valid excuse for not subbing. Now, that doesn't mean you have to sub. Doesn't mean you should sub. Doesn't mean you have an obligation to sub. If you don't want to, because either you're lazy to do it, because you don't want to do it, because you don't give a fuck, okay? Those are all perfectly valid reasons to not sub. If someone is like, I don't want to sub because I don't want to sub. You're like, oh, cool, okay. Or I don't even know how to like connect that shit. And honestly, I'm too lazy to hook it all up. I don't give a fuck. I'm not typing my credit card in. Fuck that shit. Oh, cool. Amen. That's great. Fine. But when you're like, well, I don't think I can afford it. Pretty sure that's bullshit, bud. Pretty sure you could afford it. Pretty sure you could shit $5 a day out of your pocket. Probably not even notice. Okay? You'll be okay. All right? That's it. All right?
Your butts off, please, 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 please. All that I ask of you is one day instead of buying like an extra treat that is sweet and will make your ass fat, I request that you sub to me so I can buy a sweet treat and continuously fatten up my ass. I think one of the nicest things that Destiny said to me while he was here in Toronto is that he said that I downplay how fantastic my ass is.
Now, this shocks me.